Welcome back to Business First TV. My name is Tino. I have Carina, and I can't remember her last name.
It's the name no one can pronounce. It's Le Marquand with a silent ND at the end.
I'm so rubbish at that, and I apologise, but if you guys are watching this, you'll see her name at the bottom here somewhere, okay? Stay with us. Carina.
Don't try and pronounce it.
No. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me what it is that you do.
I am a virtual assistant, and I specialise in outsourcing multitude of different projects throughout businesses, personal life, anything you don't have time to do.
Okay.
Make the busy person more productive.
Okay, and you do everything from back office stuff to front of house stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't really matter what the task is. For instance, I sometimes look after people's personal lives, which means that I have to book a dental appointment, or I might have to book and organise a corporate event for a team building exercise, maybe for 50 employees.
Wow, okay.
So it varies.
And does it matter what size of business it is, whether it's a one-man band or a 10-man band?
Not at all, not at all. I have from the sole trader to the corporates in London, so we have an unlimited skill set and a team to support whatever size the business may be.
And what drives people to get a personal assistant or a virtual assistant?
Virtual assistant,
yeah,
personal
so
assistant.
Yeah.
The main drive is to be more time efficient.
Okay, for me to be more time efficient?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For the business to be more time efficient, for the business leader to be more time efficient, and also to have a clear cost so you can budget. So when you have an employee, you're paying for things like national insurance, pension, benefits, training, sickness, holidays. So if you need support and you can virtualize and have a virtual assistant, you can get all of that without any hidden costs. So it's very often a cost-driven decision.
Okay, so they pay you a flat hourly rate or a monthly fee, a package fee, and for that they don't have to worry about holiday pay or sickness pay or that.
No, and no chat by the water cooler, no social media time, because inevitably there's been a lot of.
Do people chat by the water cooler?
Apparently, yeah. Market research carried out in 2016, I think, found that as many as 32% of employees admitted on the survey that they spent 20% of their day on social media, and maybe a further 20% of the day chatting by the water cooler.
Wow.
Or else making coffee. That's a lot of hours you're paying for nothing, yeah.
No chatting by the water cooler.
Absolutely.
Or social media. I don't get caught at it anyway.
Facebook, watching the video of the skiing squirrel.
Yeah, good. So clearly you save money for small businesses then?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a quick example of that. So if I'm a builder or a plumber or something, how do you save me money?
Interesting example with a plumber, because I had a scenario with a plumbing company run between two partners, one of whom dedicated his Fridays admin day. So when we met, I asked him what was his daily rate, and he said about £350 a day. So if you think, for ease of maths, that he was spending probably about £1,200 a month on admin of his own time. He didn't actually see that at the time because money wasn't exchanging hands; it was just his time. Okay. So I said to him, "Consider this: what if you go out every Friday and earn that much? Think about the increase in revenue that you'll have." And he said, "Oh, but how much will that cost me to outsource?" Because his expertise and his knowledge lay very much in his industry, he was quite slow at doing things like credit control, raising invoices. So I was able to support him for 10 hours a month, and he was able to go out and increase his revenue by over £1,000 a month because he no longer had to be in the office. Okay,
so 1 day a week he was spending it doing admin? Every Friday, so that's at least 4 Fridays a month?
Yeah.
Okay, and you basically got down to 1 Friday just over?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, because that way he had 10 hours of my time when he was spending about 7 to 8 hours of his time, but I could achieve a lot more because obviously it's what I've done all my life, so I'm much quicker at doing things, I have much quicker processes. I couldn't fit a tap, so I wouldn't try, so we found an agreement that I supported him, and it made him able to generate much more revenue.
Fantastic. And how long have you been a Smart PA now?
2.5 years.
Fantastic. And how's it going?
It's going really well, yeah. Really enjoy it.
So why did you decide to go? I know Smart PA are a franchise. What drove you to get a franchise as opposed to just going out and doing it yourself?
I wanted to have a recognizable brand. I wanted when I entered a room or when I was doing networking that I would be able to say I'm Carina from Smart PA, and people go, yeah, I've heard of them. I felt a little bit that I wouldn't have that impact if I said I'm Carina from Carina's outsourcing facilities, and then it wouldn't have as much impact. It takes a long time to build a brand, and a successful brand. Smart PA are a global brand.
Okay.
With now offices in New York, in Brooklyn. So
wow.
It is market leaders. If you just do a Google search, we'll be first on Google. So I thought, what better reason to invest in a business than to be that recognised.
And although you have a franchise, you're not limited to a particular area, are you? You can go pretty much anywhere.
No, there is no geographic restriction. So I have clients in a variety of different places. I've supported clients in the Middle East. I have clients who I've never met. They're in different parts of the country, so that there's no problem as to where the client is. That's the beauty of virtual support.
What do you think the client looks for when they're looking for a personal assistant or a virtual assistant? What is it? What qualities do they look for?
I think somebody who is accuracy and proactiveness. I think somebody who, the ability to delegate, and this is, I think, a very common challenge for a client is, if I give you this, will I have to spend 3 hours showing you? I may as well spend 2 hours doing it myself.
Yeah.
Is the fact that I don't need that. Smart PA don't need that. We've got an unlimited skill set. And if a client gives us something, we take and run with it and deliver them. So the ability to delegate, it's safe and the knowledge is going to get done. It's going to get done to an exceedingly high standard is why clients come to us, because we're market leaders. Okay,
all right. So somebody would just say, I need someone to do this, and you just go ahead and do it. I wouldn't have to sit down and train you how to do it.
No, you wouldn't have to.
Wow, that's really, really good.
It's just a process of handover, the client onboarding. We take things like your preferences, font sizes, font colours, how your own kind of language to your clients, take all of that on board, usernames, passwords to use your platforms. We act and behave like employees.
Okay.
So whether I'm answering your phone to book an appointment with one of your clients, or whether I'm dealing with a supplier, will behave as such. I'm an employee. The person at the other end will never know.
Did I see you when you're on with lots of mobile phones?
Yes.
Are they all different clients that you have?
I have personal, I have business, and I have a client I'm covering for because he's on holiday. So
tell me about a typical day that happens in your life in terms of your work.
Wow, that's a really good question. You never get two clients alike, so the challenges from Monday are very different to the challenges from a Tuesday. A typical day, it may start with a panic phone call at 7:30 in the morning saying, I've missed my transfer to the airport and I've missed my flight, and it means that wherever the client is flying from and to, that I have to quickly come up with a solution so they can get to their end destination. It may be something more simple than that. Maybe a staff member hasn't turned up because they're unwell, they had an emergency, so the client may need additional phone cover or email cover for that day. There's also the steady, normal work that you get every day of the week. My favourite aspect of this business is the fact that the variety, there's so much variety. There is no 2 days alike, and that is great because I'm working with so many different industries and so many different individuals that makes every day very interesting. So at the moment I'm covering for a lady who's on holiday so that she can actually enjoy her holiday without worrying what's happening with her emails. Are they being responded to? Are there clients being, any inquiries coming in being dealt with? So that I particularly enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that somebody can go and actually have their holiday safe in the knowledge that everything is ticking nicely in the background and they're not coming back to 3,000 unread emails.
Wow, fantastic. People who are watching who want to live this very exciting life that you have, because every day's an adventure.
I haven't heard about being exciting, but yes, I like it.
What qualities would they need to do what you do?
I think an element of a multitasker, I think, is a critical ingredient to do this work. Is you have to be able to multitask. I'm often doing a task for 2 or 3 clients at once, and it's something that I've always prided myself on being quite a good multitasker, but I've perfected that art now. I think multitasking and accuracy, and actually really keeping a good to-do list. Always have that to-do list next to you. I have one on my iPad, live by it.
Typically customers can be quite difficult. Not all customers, but most of them are quite difficult.
There's always a challenge.
How do you balance that? I mean, you're quite a forward person. You know, some people may not be so forward. So, but how do you? Well, do you tell people what you can and can't do, or do you just say yes, I can do it, and hope for the best?
No, I think you have to really manage expectations, and you also have to, because it's dangerous to overpromise and underdeliver. And I'm not an advocate for overpromising and underdelivering. I'm in a very fortunate position that because Smart PA have an unlimited skill set and a background, we are hundreds of partners now worldwide. That if a client asks for, maybe he wants a page of a website translated to a foreign language, we will have a speaker that I can go to. So it's always something. I always have a solution in-house that I can use, and I can explain that to the client and get a specific. We have individuals from an education background, from legal backgrounds, accountancy backgrounds. So whatever the challenge, there is someone in the team that will be able to step in.
Now, I know that you get asked frequently how much you charge, and you can't just say I cost this amount, because it varies. You said something earlier on. You said does it depend on the project, or depends on what's entailed, or? We
come up with a bespoke package to suit the business. A client can have support, very adequate support for a small business sole trader for as little as £250 a month. That is an all-encompassing package. It provides them with pretty much a full-time cover, and I explain in detail how that works to the client. Our most popular package for SMEs is £500 per month, and again, more than adequate for a very, very popular as our bestseller. But a discussion is had based on the needs. What are the challenges the business has? What do you need to do in order for you to sign up your next big deal? How much time do you need to free up? People free up their time for different reasons. Maybe you just want to improve your golf handicap, but that's your priority. I can help you with that. Absolutely amazing. Carina, thanks for coming on the show today. Thank you. Look, if you want to find out more, you go to Carina's website, which is down here. If you guys want to free up more time, if you want somebody to do some work that perhaps you don't want to do or you can't do, consider giving Carina a call. Thanks for watching.